My 26M girlfriend, 24F, is acting weird and hiding things from me. Mood spoilers, unexpected, somewhere between slightly bizarre and funny. English isn't my first language and I'm on mobile. My GF and I live together since some months now. After the first lockdown we decided we didn't want to spend so many months apart anymore, and we knew a new lockdown was on its way, so we began living together. Perfect idea, as we are now on lockdown again. We have been together for nearly 4 years now. Everything is going very smoothly, we are best friends and living together is a real pleasure. But some things are weird. She sometimes seems very fishy, like some days ago she looked guilty of something. Went in the kitchen, passed by the living room to go to our room, and I saw she was hiding something behind her back. I jokingly asked what it was. She said, nothing. I began laughing and asked again, but she got angry, and ran to our room to lock herself in. I saw what she had in her hands was a fork. Just a fork, a simple fork. Can't be mistaken. She did this twice this month. The first time I bumped into her and she was hiding 2 spoons behind her back, then she ran away to our room. I asked her after this happened, why does she hide those things, and she said it is none of my business, every couple has their secrets. I accepted it, but why spoons and forks? Also, I can see her sometimes doing the same thing but from our room to the kitchen. Simply taking those back to their place. I never see those in our room though. Update, after posting, I was scared. Was my girlfriend doing drugs behind my back? Did she have an eating disorder? Should I try to press for more answers? Should I put a camera? Should I take her by surprise and enter the room when she's in there alone? I decided to seat her down and talk. We communicate well, never argue when doing so, usually. But this time, even if I was the sweetest I have ever been, she got angry, really angry. Stop asking about it, no is no, you won't get an answer about it. She got cold after that, 4 days. Didn't talk to me anymore. Reddit scared me with the drugs and eating disorder comments, so I decided to put a camera in our room. I quickly saw what she was doing with them and it confused me even more. She just put them in a plastic bag, she put in a backpack of hers that she then proceeded to put in our dresser. After seeing that I looked for the backpack in our dresser, and there it was, cutlery, a pan, and a plate. I was even more confused. More questions than answers at that point, so I sat her down, again. I took the backpack and opened it in front of her and asked again. She got angry, really angry, then she cried, then she went away, for a walk. She sent me a message 2 hours later to tell me she was at her sister's and would come back when she felt ready. She came back 2 days later because she had to work and had no other choice anyway. Then it was her time to seat me down and finally tell me what was up. She was fidgeting and nearly crying, but also laughing, and she said, I know it's stupid but I just hate washing the dishes. I asked her what she meant. I am sorry for the way I acted about it all, but I was embarrassed to tell you the truth. I hate washing the dishes, and when it's my turn to do so, I take some of the dishes away, hide them. And when it's your turn to wash the dishes I put them back, so I have less to wash. It made sense. Our rule is, whoever cooks doesn't have to do the dishes. I always thought since she cooks fancy meals, that's why I always had to wash so many dishes. At that point I just laughed because WTF. But it was also incredibly funny somehow. I decided to tell her about the camera. She was offended at first then laughed it off. She said she deserved it and would probably have done the same. Showed her the first post and she apologized for letting me worry so much for so little. All is well that ends well. It's a nice story to be honest, no grudge, just a funny story to tell people in some years. For now she's still way too embarrassed about it, as expected. From now on I will always wash the dishes and she will take care of the laundry. Edit. I won't dump her over this, it's less worse than you believe. It's just a childish thing. I caught her hiding once and she thought it was too late to go back and she went with it until I found out what she was doing. She got angry because she was embarrassed. She is an anxious person, some things are hard for her, it just happens. It's 0.1% of who she actually is. I don't see things through rose-colored glasses. I am very down to earth and see things as they are. A mistake. Yes, it made me do more dishes, but what is one more plate and spoon? Also, we used to alternate. One day was me, one day was her. She never actually put dishes for long in the backpack, and it also was in a plastic bag then in the backpack, as you would take your lunch for work. She is a human, not a simple post on Reddit.